So you've got some tips for us, I guess, to share in the second half of our conversation. Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, I've covered everything else. Just a promotion moment. So I'm thinking I've got a self-care group. So if you want to join that, I think Sas can post the link on there somewhere. And the printables I've talked about. And I've just got a few questions for people. Because I'm thinking of doing a coaching, self-care coaching. Because now I've got the book. I feel I need to run with it. And I want to run with it. And it's an idea for the near future. But I'm wondering, after all I've said now, and after all you've heard me talk about, what would be helpful for you in regards to helping you with your self-care? So I will leave that out to you, and I will check the answers later, or maybe at the end we can look at some of the things people said, because that would be important for me to provide a service that fits with people.
Yeah, so if colleagues have got some ideas about what could be helpful for them, or maybe want to jump into the Facebook group and have that conversation with you in there, I'm sure that would also work, because maybe it might take some more time to think about that. Sandra, thank you for dropping the links into Facebook and Zoom. That's great. And of course, if you're watching this in the library, you won't see the chat, but the links will be in the resource just further down the page.
Yeah, great. So let's get to the self-care tips.
Great.
So as part of this chat, I thought I need to leave people with something more than me rambling on about my own boundaries. So I picked, the book is 20 chapters, but I picked 10 things to leave people with out of this conference. So, and they're all contained within the book and expanded on in the book. So this is kind of a brief summary.
Yeah, but you're going to give us some things that we can take away and use today.
Yeah.
Great.
So, number 1, have your first time saying no be an experiment where you notice your reactions to saying no as well as people's reactions to it. So we kind of talked about that one already. So experiment with saying no and see how you feel about it. And you can always change your mind if not. Gather evidence that it's okay to say no. That's still the same one. And did anything catastrophic happen? Usually there won't, but you need to gather that evidence. So kind of like a very cognitive thing to do, like a CBT type thing to do, gather your evidence for or against catastrophe happening when you said no. Second one is plan ahead when being assertive, because people will challenge you. People will go, oh no, come on, just help me out. You're not that tired really, are you? And say things like that when you said, nope, go away. So having a script ready, to practicing a script beforehand is important. So you can say, nope, I don't want to do this today because I've been busy and I'm tired, and I'm sure if you were in my same situation, you wouldn't want to do this. So kind of appeal to people and kind of have something to say that's congruent with you and with the reason why you're saying no. And it doesn't have to be an excuse or justifying yourself, just going, no, this is just not the right time and place for me.
Yeah, I really like that, Karin, that you're not just saying no, but there can be a little bit more to that, because that can be tough when someone just says no and that's it. But if there's a little bit
go away. Yeah.
This is not about destroying all our relationships, I guess.
No,
but
it's about improving them.
Yes.
And saying no and having your script ready is going to help improve your relationship, because the other person will understand where you're coming from better. And eventually or immediately they will understand and go, okay, this is their truth right now. This is what they want to do. Fine. I'll talk to them later. So speaking up will help you love yourself more and love your relationships more.